Hey, everybody. Hello, Linda G.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. I got a lot of things. My computer crashed and I still have the old computer. It was my Windows. Thank God it wasn't my hard drive. My son came in and uploaded. It took a day to do that. So he's coming today. I have a new computer waiting, a new screen waiting, and he'll come today around 2 o'clock and set everything up. But I have prayers today, and I also have a meeting with Andre. So it should be fun.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, busy day for you, but
Yeah,
new computer. Yay. And then you have to
computer.
learn all that.
You know, Sterling highly recommends the Apple one.
Yeah.
Have you used those?
Yeah, I had my younger brother is one of those goofy people that stands in line for new Apple products.
Okay.
So I am the goofy brother that gets all his old stuff, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, because that stuff lasts. Well, you know, my son went to order me a specialized computer with my needs. And I'm not a gamer, but I need a good video card thanks to YouTube and stuff. And the video cards were running $2,000 a piece because of the shortage. And my son said, Mom, because it would have cost me about 5 G's. And he said, Mom, forget about it. Wait till this is over and let me get a reasonably priced video card. In the meantime, let me get your refurbished. He said the refurbs are fine. So he went on and he found all the bells and whistles I need. It's a refurb and it's not very old. And that's what I'll be using. You know, if it lasts for a year, I'm good.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. And I use like iPads. And
I don't use iPads. I have, it's a hassle, not even iPads, not even, what do you call those portable
laptops?
Computers. I don't even do laptops.
Yeah. Yeah. But it seems to work. I tried
doing an iPad, but I kept dropping it.
That's a problem.
You're not supposed to drop them. Did you know that? You're not supposed to.
I did. You know, I heard a rumor, and I've been trying to get a reading with you so that you could answer that, because that's like, but you're booked up for the rest of the year, and then you're not doing them anymore. And I'm like,
no, but
how am I going to know?
For you, I do readings. Doesn't matter when.
Really? So you can read on if I should drop iPads or tablets? Or not?
I'll look at that.
Okay.
That's a very serious question.
Very serious.
Do you have any connection to Hearst Castle?
Just up the street.
I'm almost feeling like you had a past life and had something to do with the Hearst Castle, or you lived there at one time.
Really?
I just got that. I'm on my own beeswax and I saw you as clear as day. You might have been a woman standing in Hearst Castle.
Wow.
I know.
I wasn't the pool boy.
I don't know. I don't think so. But you feel like you loved that castle. You were part of it. It's weird. Okay.
I've been there once.
It's a pretty place. Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Right.
I've been, and we keep saying that we want to go up there for the holidays. And then COVID came and everything shut down. So I'm going to have to go there again.
There's something with you and Hearst Castle. Don't ask me why. I just saw that.
I'm going to look into it. Thank you.
Yeah. And I don't really do past lives, but I got it as clear as day. And that's weird. I didn't know you lived near Hearst Castle.
Yeah, just south. So we're about 45 minutes away.
Wow. It's beautiful. A beautiful drive up there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Maybe I was an elephant seal.
No.
All right. Speaking of computers and semiconductors, and we got a lot of great questions. Most of them were about, are you going to eat all that burrito all by yourself? Where can I get a burrito? Are you going to be showing how to make that burrito on Linda's cooking show? And yes, we are not sharing that burrito. It's gone.
Is it gone?
Oh yeah, it's gone.
It was a big old ass burrito. That's the one good thing about Mexican people. They give you a big old ass plate. You know, they don't
Oh
mess.
yeah, they don't
Just
mess
the beans and the rice are spilling over.
Yeah. All right, so you were talking about computers and semiconductors.
Yeah.
And so we have a bunch of topics. We're going to go on breaking political cases against Trump and why we keep fascinating with him. ET week, because I have to ask you if you have ETs around you. Maybe some Hollywood, and then we'll see whatever we get to.
Okay.
But before we even ask you about, well, let's ask you about ETs. Do you have any ETs
I
around
had
you?
an ET come to me, actually, and I'll be honest with you. I watched those shows. I love that movie with Richard Dreyfuss, but I really didn't know if I believed in them until I was in Sedona and saw 53 in one night. And I'm talking the satellites were going, the ships were going up and then.
Wow.
And they glow, they light up for you. And it was like, whoa. I mean, I went with Tana and I was like, whoa. So it's scary too. So I go along and I kind of always had this fascination, but not really delving into it. The gal that took us out there had been kidnapped and had babies by other ETs. And so I just don't know how far I want to go with that. But I actually saw a male alien in my mind's eye who started talking to me, and I had a show about it. And he just started telling me that, you know, he's the one that told me that the earth is not mad at humans. The earth is just trying to protect itself. It's readjusting all the time because we keep messing it up. But
right.
But he said that they are looking after us and making sure that we don't blow this planet up, because if we do, it'll affect other universes. So they're always watching us, but they're not here to overtake us. We always have free will. They did help in the beginning, put some of their DNA in ours and create this man with free will. You know, there's some universes that don't have free will. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
So just the feeling of love, it could have been an angelic form. That's the energy I got from it, but it definitely was an alien. And then thanks to him, sometimes I'm reading people and I say to them, you never felt like you belonged here on Earth. It just comes out and they'll go, oh my God, you're right. I said, because you come from another planet. And you're here in experiment, but really you belong. And they always, it's not like somebody going, what? I have no clue what you're talking about.
Right.
But I'll feel it. And I feel we all come from different, remember, didn't Jesus say, I come from many? He said, there's many households or many places that I come from, something like that. Right. It's different planets, because if the book of Urantia talks about Jesus as a master energy form over there. And it was decided he would come to one of these planets. Well, all the other planets got all set up like, hey, we're going to have the Olympics here on our place. Let's shine it up. And they picked Earth. And he was like, what the hell? Why did they pick that little 2-bit place, Earth? And it was part of what he was supposed to do. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating that when you said that you read people and you go, you're not from this planet. They already know that.
They already know it. But see, I could say that and they say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Immediately, when it comes to me, I can't make that happen. I'll just see it. They immediately said, absolutely. I always knew I didn't belong here. I always wanted to go home.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your contribution to ET Week. I love it.
Thank you.
Love it. Now let's get down into dirty politics and stuff.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
Here we go. You were saying something about computer chips and that you had to wait for your video card. And so when we focus in on Ukraine, a lot of the raw material for computer chips comes from Ukraine.
Oh, I
And we
didn't
need
know
to,
that.
yeah, that's what somebody in the chat, the questions mentioned to me, and I looked it up briefly, and it seems like that's true. So, but if that's true, then is that what's going on with Russia? One of the reasons why Russia wants to get into
and let me tell
Ukraine.
you something, all this bull about he doesn't want them joining NATO, that's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of crap. He is a liar and he is a thief, and he is tasting it for Ukraine. Also, their pipeline goes through there, so he wants total control.
Right.
And he's getting so much pushback right now that we got a little reprieve here, but apparently, according to inside information, they're already putting viruses in their banks and all kinds of stuff. So they're already trying to hit him in a cyber way.
Right.
You know, he's just a sneak and a snake, and I don't believe a word he said. And I believe Moscow when they said when he was in the KGB, he really had this thing where he didn't care about. He had no fear.
Right.
He had no fear, and he also doesn't care about people. He kills his own people. You're gonna get in my way? Let me have you assassinated and look on national TV and say, wasn't me.
Yeah.
They got Navalny right now. They're retrying him for some bogus bull just to keep him in jail longer. Poor Navalny, he looked bad. His skin color was bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Putin, but here's the deal. Putin knows if he does this, that it's the beginning of the end for him.
Yeah, I
He's
think
trying
you're.
to act like, oh, he even said they pulled some Russians back. Yeah, he's doing a little bit here, but he would love to just jump in and take over. He's gonna make a wrong move. I can tell you that. He's already gonna make a wrong move. I can feel it. And you know, he's a little man with a Napoleon complex.
Yes. Yeah, he's not that big.
No, he's just, I could, like I told on my show, I could sit on him and kill him. I could sit on him and kill his happy ass, split his head in two.
His head would just pop off his body.
For entertainment purposes only, everybody.
Oh yeah, where's my entertainment card? Entertainment. It's yeah. Anyway, when I saw that, when I was waiting for you, I saw your tower video, and I said, let me just pull on Russia and see where this goes, because I've always felt that there's going to be a little bit of a skirmish, nothing big, but you can't say that to somebody who loses their life or the family of somebody.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it's devastating.
And you know, the other thing, when he took over Crimea, they even with this country, Ukraine, they're putting out to their people that they're killing babies and they're doing this and that. All lies.
Right. It's all lies. Yeah. And
Merkel, she told him she had a fear of dogs. What did he do the next time she came? Brings this big old black dog in with that smirk on his face.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
He's you know, I saw him sitting at that big ass table.
I know what's that big ass table for. It looks like a midget on the end of it.
I know there was not one burrito on that table. Why did he need that big ass table with no food on it? It's just unbelievable. But I looked at him and I go, he's got so many things going on, and he knows that something bad is going to happen. And I just feel him going, how do I back away? No, I'm just going to keep going. He's not there. But anyway, you did a tower video, and I went
getting a tower.
I'm like,
while you're talking about yours, I'll do a quick on mine, but talk about yours.
Okay. So while I was getting ready for today and for this show, I got my questions and I said, let me just read on Ukraine one more time. Let me see, what is Putin going to do? Where's he going? And the first card I threw is the tower. It's the tower. But I also got the Ace of Swords. And so there's going to be some swift initial action coming, right? It is at the base of the reading. I got the 5 of Pentacles. There is going to be loss. You know,
Yeah.
even if
It
it's
could
just
even be
one.
financial loss with him stealing money from their banks.
Right. And this is a financial card. However, the Tower and the 5 of Coins are the only bad cards.
Right.
I've got Judgment. I've got the King of Swords that, to me, I know Joe
military.
Biden. Yeah, I know Joe Biden's the King of Cups in my deck, but don't piss him off.
Oh, yeah, because he can get cray-cray.
Yeah, King of Swords is coming, and the potential near future is a celebration. The 3 of Cups, people
That's what
coming
I've been
together.
feeling. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I feel like this is used. People tell me this is a card from Mother Russia, but I've got the Death card, and I've got Judgment, and I've got, you know, coming in with both rifles blazing, and
Yeah.
it seems to be some man, but this isn't Biden. This is somebody else. This isn't Putin. Could have been an oligarch. Somebody may come in and say, you know what, we need him out of here.
Right.
Something's gonna
Well,
happen.
and if this 5 of Pentacles card is about Russian loss in finances, because if they start doing all of these, if they shut down the economy for Russia with all these sanctions that Biden is talking about, saying it isn't going to be pretty for you guys, and these oligarchs start losing a ton of money. Excuse me. They're not gonna. They're gonna step in.
Yeah, and also, you know, he wants it so bad he can taste it. He wants that country. He wants their minerals. He wants the oil. He wants it so bad that he really, honest to God, I wonder how come he didn't do it while Trump was in office. Trump would have said, yeah, do whatever.
Yeah.
There's something with that.
Oh.
But tell me the outcome for Putin. Just give me a few cards. Just tell me the outcome for Putin.
Okay.
There's something to do with this man and the Justice card. Somebody's going to bring him to justice. And here's the Death card again.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think he's got long to go. Look at this, you guys. He's battling. And here's the 4 of Swords, which is a coffin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't piss off the Russian people. What gets me is that he assassinates people and then acts like it wasn't me. He sent to Crimea those guys in green uniforms with nothing identifying who they were. They take over Crimea. He's saying it's not Russia, and it was the whole time. He's just such a liar. So he's pulled back some Russian forces, but trust me, he's not planning on pulling all the way back. But the stock market went through the roof today because they're thinking, oh, goody, goody. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw.
No.
It went
The
up
card that
405 points.
Whoa. Well, the card I got on Pooty, the first card I threw is the Chariot. He's leaving. And it's because of this initial action, this swift, sharp action that covered the Tower card. It's the same. It's the same thing.
Something's gonna get cut.
The 3 of Coins, I got 3 people coming together again to kind of change things up a little bit. Here's the 4 of Swords. That you got that same 4 of Swords being sick, retreat, and boom, King of Wands. So we got a lot of similar
I thought that
cards.
King of Wands. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
So, you know, what's interesting is some bigwigs in the cyber community were able to show everybody that gave money towards those truckers in Canada. And a lot of them are Americans, and they published all their names.
Really?
Yeah, they've opened it wide open. And I'm wondering if somebody is going to hit Putin cyber-wise and break open everything. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna, Navalny, let's find out his birthday. Is it Navalny is the the final, like, let's say Navalny doesn't make it and they screw up with him again. He's born June 4th. Yeah, he's a Gemini. Gemini's wands.
Oh. I don't know much about astrology.
Yeah, it could be Navalny. Navalny could be something that it really is the sword that goes through Trump, through.
Oh, Putin. Pooty.
Yeah, and I just feel like, you know, he has money because he steals money, but other people are really struggling.
So I was just shuffling some cards on Navalny as far as, you know, is he the one that is he the ace of swords? And what I got is the fountain card, which is infinity. This is my fountain deck. So yeah, he is. He's the one that is, it's kind of going to be like the final straw.
Right.
And I'm hoping, I'm not seeing him not making it, but I haven't been following him. I haven't been tapping into any of his energy, but wow.
Wow.
Oof. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, it's going to be crazy. Let's try not to get sucked into that negative energy. You know, other people are dealing with it. We can do our part, but it's still important for us to stay in a higher vibration as much as we can.
Right, because he's definitely ugly, energetically ugly as a human being. And the Moscow called him out when he was a young man in the KGB. The man has no, I guess he's a sociopath. Same thing as Kim Jong-un, can kill their own people, no worries. And I think that guy in China and the guy in Syria, I think these are all evil people.
Yeah, yeah. And I just sense them that their time is gone and we're changing of the guard.
I'm going to tell you real quick. Last night, I did a major energy prayer. I threw it out towards Putin. It actually scared me because he's that evil. It's like he recognized it for a second. I went, oops. It's like I threw a ball at him and it hit him in the head and he turned and looked. And I actually went, whoa, because I just put a prayer around the country, and I put a energy fold. It's not a curse. It's just putting a light up, like it's almost like an ice shield. So he can't hurt people. Whatever he puts out comes right back on him. And I did that, and I did a huge, I mean, I could feel it. My dogs were looking at me like I was crazy. And I put it out on him so strong. And it's interesting that he pulled some of the troops back, but he's a liar and a fake.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and it's the people that are going to suffer, and the people, they don't want this.
No,
that's not what they
want. You know who else would have been just like him is Trump.
Oh,
Trump wanted he wanted people who were protesting shot. He wanted to use the government as his own personal army.
Right, right. So he could avoid, well, since we're still in the sewer, we'll just stay there for a little bit. Here's as I flipped over my cards, for entertainment purposes only, thinking about the Orange Menace 45. It's the death card. He's transitioning, he's moving on. Okay. So here's, you know, there's so much stuff with Mr. Pumpkinhead 45, the former guy, the Orange Menace, and the Yeti. So disrespectful. Yeah. You know, pumpkins and Yetis do not deserve that name.
No.
Anyway,
no.
So the new news that came up was the accounting firm that is saying, Mara is saying, we
but
can't
so
stand
funny
behind.
If they're trying to come off like with clean hands, and they have no clean hands. They knew exactly what was going on. Yeah. But let's look at this is going to cause trouble for Trump, because now that they're standing down, Other people can come forward who have loans with him and say, we're calling it in, or we're raising your rates. If they,
Yep.
they know he was a cheater, now they really have to look at this. He owes 463 million or billion.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he's in debt.
Yeah, I don't know how much he owes. I think it's million, but
Is it million?
I don't know. I do not know.
Oh, yeah, he's got the demon on top of him, and justice is coming. We've been saying this until we're blue in the face. And he has the ending card. This is the beginning of the end for him. He might even try to take off, go someplace else.
Okay, yikes. I
What?
shuffled my deck, Linda. Final outcome is moving on, death. For entertainment only. His love affair with the banks that he had is being challenged by the Queen of Swords, whoever, and everybody says it's the Queen of Swords that's taken him down. The law, Letitia, so many powerful women out there.
Yeah.
At the base of the reading is illumination.
I
Is
got
the
that
sun
too.
card?
That's so funny. I got the sun, but it was reversed in the outcome.
Yeah. And
So
I got the
he's
King
not
of
going to
Wands
be, the
again.
headlight's not going to be on him anymore. He's going to be a has-been. That's what he fears most.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nobody will talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something for just for fun. Because so we have so many ways. I mean, we keep saying, when's he going? When's he going? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? So let's narrow it down a little bit. We can have the January 6th commission. Is that going to take him down, or is it financial, or is it election interference, or is it sexual misconduct?
It's not sexual, and I don't think it's January 6th.
Or is it other? The National Archives taking
From
documents?
the beginning, when I first started reading 5 or 6 years ago, I said it was going to be money that takes him down.
Money.
I always said
money. Yeah.
And also his own people are going to look and say, wait a second, you told us you were a multimillionaire and you had nothing. He even lied about the size of his apartment, Oh, I'm a billionaire. I don't need the money. No, you lied.
Yeah.
He lied.
I know. And you know what really upsets me the most about his life? He lied about the size of his fingers. They're very short.
I know. Well, what's her face said mushroom, He got a mushroom, you know what?
Yes, I've heard I was doing a live show with Scott and Andrea and Debbie Freebird, and Scott made a joke about that, and it went right over my head. I had no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, and then it came back, and then my face got all red. And,
okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, let's look into, you were talking about the Canadian truckers and all the financials spilled out.
Now, did I say this on live, or did I tell you this before we started taping?
No, I think it was on tape.
Oh, okay.
I think you said it now.
Okay, because there's people had come in, what do you call them? The packers have packed the people who've given the money to the truckers, right. And they're putting it out on press as we speak. So we're going to know all the names of everybody that was in on this.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. But it feels like that this whole, and I mean, people are so tired of being locked down, locked in. And I think that that's where so much of the frustration is growing from.
Right.
And now that the O variant is dropping like
Yeah.
they said it would.
It's dropping. It's going to be a nothing burger. There'll be different variants, nothing like we had before.
Right.
So what are they going to complain about when everybody's okay?
Yeah. But, I think it's, even in Northern California, up in the Lassen, Shasta area, they're like saying, let's secede from California. We want our freedoms back. So it's like, yeah, well, good luck with that. How are you going to run your government? When are people going to realize?
In the meantime, they cash their checks from the government. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, they're cashing their checks from the government. And that talk of succession or succeeding can put a noose around your neck. That's totally against the law to do that. There can be no talk of coming out of the union, so to speak.
Right.
Remember when Abraham Lincoln won? Wasn't there a bunch of people? At first they forgave everyone, and then some people started talking again. They hung them all.
Right. And there's that guy down in Georgia that's trying to run, and I can't remember which hairstyle it is, because all these guys, these young guys that don't know the Constitution with their goofy, boofy hairs, they're trying to keep him from running because he had vocal support for the January 6th, or had some say in that. And they say, you can't run again because you're against the government.
Oh,
you can't be in office.
The one who's already in office right now, and they're saying, is it Holly?
Well, he's one of them, but it was another one from like South Carolina or North Carolina.
And they're saying you can't run again.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Tucker Torelson. Is that how you pronounce his name? Tucker Torelson was on Fox News again with that constipated look on his face, saying Canada has just now lost its freedoms. It's now a socialist because they went in and stopped those people from blocking all the streets and causing chaos. It's now a socialist nation.
Yeah. I mean, he would be crying so much like a big baby if he couldn't buy a new car because they don't have parts come. Yeah.
Oh, listen, how about if they go in? How about if people go in and stop Fox News and shut it down and make it to where they can't? They got some magic thing now where they can't go do any news. Well, they'd be all up in the air about that.
Oh yeah. And you know that these anonymous and all these US hackers, I guess, some of them are going to be coming out. I feel like they're just sitting back and they're doing their job and they're collecting a lot of information.
Well, Russia is doing that to the Ukraine right now, and their banks and their national defense, they're putting out some cyber stuff. Of course, they'll say it wasn't me.
Right. All right. Well, we were just looking at some of the election stuff. Do you see any, the question was voting problems in the, for the May primaries in the November elections. And to reframe it, I think it should be major election problems for people voting, because there are going to be some smaller things for sure, but are there going to be any major disruptions because of these new laws that are being passed?
Yeah, so Texas is voting now, right?
I think so, yeah. For their primaries, yeah.
Well, that's why McConnell is trying to come out from underneath Trump, because he's afraid they're not going to win. If everybody keeps holding on to Trump, because Trump is cray-cray. And people want a decent Republican to run.
Yeah. And they want, and McConnell doesn't want to lose his seat. He still wants to be the head honcho there. And if they get a bunch of Trumpians in there, then he's not going to retain his power. So
Nope. I see him leaving too. Almost like it's over, like he doesn't win and it's just time to go. Well, there's going to be some heartache, definitely some heartache and some battle, but the outcome, it's weird. It's not going to turn out the way people think, because the Ace of Pentacles means, I would say, positive good news, and they think they can nip it in the butt. They can't.
Yeah. I'm seeing similar stuff.
Let's see where there's dancing in the streets again. So it's not going to be what we thought it was.
Right. Exactly.
I see some more riots going on. I see some more, like I used to say a while ago, after Trump lost, I see some terrorist cells, because Trump's getting ready to really get in trouble, and I see people fighting on his behalf.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're people are so afraid of letting go of the past to move forward. It's really, really scary. I mean, like when I talk about ETs, it's like, oh, I don't want to even go there because it's too scary. But it's not that scary once you step in a little bit. At least that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I got the same, I didn't get, I believe that there are going to be some riots and skirmishes going on. I do believe that. But in the election thing, as far as people voting, I got the Ace of Cups that is crossed by the King of Swords, which is some kind of legal thing, which is interesting. There's a lot of shadow information, a lot of things that we're not aware of. And this is the fear of the unknown. But then I got Justice, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. So to me, this feels like it's all going to balance out.
Yeah.
But there's going to be some dark times with it.
I even see it going, I don't see the Supreme Court being able to act too crazy.
Yeah.
They're going to have to allow people the right to vote. And I feel like some people will, I just feel the DOJ will come in and really fight. I really do. Yeah. I see that.
Let's hope. Because they're quiet now, but they're quiet now. Speaking of interesting good things, this is in the news. The Remington gun maker settled liability claims for the parents of the Sandy Hook victims.
Just terrible.
So
I wonder if they'll ever get their money from Alex Jones.
Yeah. And Remington Gunmaker, they're in bankruptcy. They filed bankruptcy in 2020. So, how much money they have left to distribute is a whole nother question. But can we?
I really think these families just want to put them out of business.
Right. Well, you can't sit there and manufacture and advertise a weapon like that.
For young men.
It's a weapon of war. Yeah. No, you can't advertise it like it's sport.
Yeah.
So let's look at gun laws in the next year. I feel, even when I tried to pose that question, I said, nothing's going to happen within this year, but maybe in 2 years. Can we read out in 2 years to see what we get with gun laws in 2 years?
Gun laws in 2 years. Angel of Light and Mercy. Those people are crazy. You're not going to take away my rights to have a mustache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. They're showing that. Yes,
I see that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Based on other countries too. A lot less gun deaths. I see it happening. I see money being thrown at it too. And it's like it's going to be a big deal before the courts. What do you get?
Wow, cool. Well, I got the first card I got was the Wheel of Fortune being covered by the Seven of Wands, defending yourself. So they are going to be defending themselves in court. They are going to be like working at this. But the Ten of Swords, they cause so much damage with it that the Queen of Wands is going to step in the final outcome and make a decision and say, no, you cannot keep doing this. And somebody is going to take some guns off the street with the Seven of Swords. They're going to sneak in, take a bunch of guns in.
Okay.
So I say yes, too. I think in 2 years,
good, my friend.
something is going to happen. All right. Let's hope.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. What else? You want to go to Hollywood?
Well,
like a Hollywood question?
Well, I don't really follow Hollywood.
Okay.
I don't read any of the magazines, although I love what Robin Williams said on Johnny Carson. He tried to use the Enquirer paper for his kitty litter and they wouldn't go near it.
No.
Ever since Princess Diana died, I don't really deal with Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay.
But so is this about a famous person?
A famous person.
Yeah. I hate to get caught up in that vibe.
Okay. Good. Let me see where we can go here. I think without going into Hollywood, let's talk about somebody asked, and I don't even know what this is. What's going to happen with April 12th, 2022? That's all they asked. And so I went, okay. I don't know. So I looked it up and it's the start of Lent, Ramadan, and it's National Grilled Cheese Day.
That's my favorite day. I love a good grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah. Did you ever see that movie, The Hunt?
No.
Oh my God, write that down. You and your wife need to watch it. It is hysterical. But there's a part about grilled cheese in there you'll love. That actress was in it, the one that won the Academy Award for $1 Million Baby with Clint Eastwood.
Oh yeah, she's good.
She's good.
She's good. That was a sad movie. Oh,
it was so sad. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I don't know what's going on.
April 12th. No.
April 12th.
I wonder why I'm going to be talking to Andre in a minute here. I wonder if that's something to do astrologically.
April 12th.
I know Trump's getting ready to really go downhill because something's leaving something. You know, I don't understand the language where he doesn't get away with things anymore.
Yeah, you feel it, you know, with all the stuff going on against him, and they're not letting. It doesn't feel like the behind the scenes is letting up on him. Uh-oh. That's April 12th.
The death card with, this is weird, the happiness and the 3 of Cups. Something big is going to happen, but we end up being happy it did.
God.
Maybe it's something big with Trump. Remember that dream I had not too long ago? I have dreams about him dying for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
But I had that, it was so real. I dreamt that I had the TV on. It was saying, President Trump former President Trump has died. And I remember in the dream looking at the TV, and it was all these people outside the hospital waiting for word as to what happened. Word is it that he's dead and all this stuff. And I'm like waiting. And then I woke up and I thought, damn. So I rushed and put the TV on to see if it was on the news, and it wasn't. I was like, damn.
Okay, 412. What do I get? I don't.
Yeah, what do you get for 412?
One card flipped out, and it was the High Priestess. High Priestess. I'm not getting much of anything that will tell me. I have the Wish card, the Two of Wands, and the King of Coins. So I think I'm still thinking about grilled cheese sandwiches.
What kind of bread do you like with your grilled cheese sandwiches?
Oh, it's got to be sourdough.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of cheese?
And it can be a whole variety of it, but the thing that's got to be on it is raw onions and pickles.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Raw onions and pickles.
Where did you learn that at?
Well, I think it was because I didn't have any hamburgers, so I just made a hamburger without hamburger meat, and it was grilled cheese. No, somebody told me, and it was funny when I was growing up because some of my friends would go, "No, the way you have to do it, the toast has to be cut diagonally," which okay, I'm in agreement with. Has to be cut diagonally, and some people take off the crust. I leave the crust. Yeah.
Yeah. In that movie, The Hunt, she uses, what's that cheese? Guyre.
Oh, Guire. Yeah. I can't pronounce it. It's good.
That melts the best. So anyway, yeah. Okay.
I got to go get a grilled cheese today.
I know you got me in the mood for some grilled cheese, but I don't have sourdough bread.
Oh. Yeah, you're not in a good place that has sourdough, are you?
I'm in San Francisco Bay Area.
Well, why don't you have sourdough? That should be in your freezer, refrigerator as a staple.
I might eat it.
Yeah.
So, all right, my friend.
Thank you so much, Linda.
It was
this has been awesome.
Talking to you. I'm so glad to touch bases with you again.
Yeah, me too.
I went down in a month or so. We really got some talking to do.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me on this.
Yeah, I know. Things are going to be shaken up.
Okay. So, and listen, everybody, I'm not doing readings anymore. I'm booked already through December, but I highly recommend Danny. And
thank you.
You asked me for the list of who I recommend. I don't really like to. I have all kinds, like Melissa, she's a past life reader. And I have Andre, who's an astrologer. And there's like so many good people out there.
Yeah. And there's so many good people in the community that are reading behind the scenes.
Yeah. I haven't had that
many
meetings with certain people. I need to get readings. Yeah. So.
I'll give you a reading.
Okay. You did give me
Anytime.
All right, honey.
All right. Thank you, Linda. Thanks to everybody for watching.
Thank you, you guys. Easy peasy.
Easy.